back to my YouTube channel. I am here with Miss
Hannah Lowther.
We are back with the Dressing Room Diaries series, and this week I have the beautiful Hannah, who just so happens to be one of my favourite cast members in Legally Blonde.
Don't tell everyone else.
We are also very good friends, and I have some fun questions to ask Hannah about Legally Blonde. It's weird because you're so good at this, and it feels like I'm like on the Quizmaster show.
No, because I'm actually not that good at it. It's all in the edit, guys. It's all in the edit.
No, but it's so interesting because I'm such a massive fan of Hannah's podcast.
Stop it.
I'm also really warm, so I'm going to take this off.
It's really hot in here. We're in York. The sun is out. We've all been catching tans.
It's been lovely. We did the dungeons this morning, which was very fun. And York's been a very different venue because it's so small, so we've had to change a lot. But it's been so much fun.
The theatre staff here are lovely. And lovely audiences.
Shall we get into the questions?
Let's get into the thick of
Okay.
it.
First question. Yeah. What made you want to be part of this version of Legally Blonde, specifically?
Well, I actually always said, after I did the SpongeBob tour, I was like, I really don't want to tour again. I don't think that's for me, and I don't want to tour again. But I did say to my agent, if it's for the right show, I'll consider it.
Yeah.
And then obviously Legally Blonde got like teased that it was coming back, and I was like, I need to be in that production. Like, I feel like now I've done a production of Legally Blonde that I can die happy.
Yeah. But also it's a long running version of the show.
Exactly. And so the fact that it came back as a tour, and I was like, oh my god, it's a tour, which is obviously just like, as performers, a lot more for your life, like picking up and going on tour and dropping everything basically. And I have so much else as well, like going on back in London and stuff.
You're a busy gal.
But
She's a busy gal.
when I tell you this is one of, if not my favourite show ever, I like day one of rehearsals, Daisy and I and Resonant actually knew the whole soundtrack, like knew all the words, knew all the, well, not all the harmonies, but knew all the lyrics and stuff. And it was just like, there's no way that I was going to be like, no, I don't want to do tour. I don't want to tour again, so I'm not going in for it, because it's Legally Blonde. It speaks for itself.
Exactly. But I don't know if you feel this way, but I feel like this tour feels so enjoyable because we know how to tour. Like, we've toured before.
Yes.
So we know what to do and what not to do.
And this time round, I told myself, I was like, Hannah, you need to be organised, you need to do meal prep, you need to look after yourselves. Because the last time I toured, I was all over the place. Like, I was having a Greg's sausage roll and then getting through a 2-show day. And
not gonna happen.
This is not possible.
No.
And like, now I am getting older. I do have to like look after my body more and look after myself and make sure I'm like, I've literally just remembered as we speak, I didn't take my ginger shot this morning, and I'm like, oh wait, am I?
Also, I think digs is a massive component, isn't it?
Yeah, and
if you've got good digs, you're having a good week.
Yeah, and when I was in SpongeBob, it would get to Sunday night and I'd be at home in my bed, because I'd go home every weekend, and then be like, oh, cool, so where shall I stay next week then? And I'd have to, I'd be sat on booking.com,
that's crazy.
Like,
I don't know why you
booking
do
my
that.
digs for the week after, and I ended up staying in hotels, and then there's something slightly depressing about like living in hotels and not having cooking facilities, and I don't know, it felt quite isolating and like dark. Yeah. So, especially when you're doing a show like SpongeBob and Legally Blonde, where it's so high energy, you kind of need to feel that. So I think my favourite weeks so far have been when I've been living with others. Mm-hmm. So going forwards in the tour, I want to live with others, but everyone else has already organised their digs. So we'll get to that.
Live together for some.
We are.
So that will be fun.
I mean, we're sharing a room in Edinburgh.
Oh yeah.
Because Edinburgh's expensive.
Good job, we like each other.
We've got one hotel room between two.
Was there a specific show, role or person that inspired you early on?
Oh my gosh.
Like Little Hannah.
Like something that I saw.
Little Hannah pre-Oliver, pre-Chitty, pre-Sound of Music. Did you see Sheridan Smith in Legally Blonde pre-being in shows as a child?
That was after.
Let's say that this was before you did a professional musical.
I don't remember knowing much about musicals before I started doing them. Yeah. I think the first time I'd seen a musical in London was when I first auditioned for The Sound of Music in 2006. I auditioned for it, and I got right to the finals, and they were like doing the height order thing, and I was like, do you want me to be taller or shorter? Like, and didn't get it. Yeah. And so obviously I was distraught, and my mum was like, okay, well, if you don't get it, the consolation is we can go and watch a show. Yes. And we went to watch Wicked. So I remember that. But I don't really remember opening the programme and being like, who are all these people, and like being obsessed like that.
You don't know who your Alpha Brand Linda was?
No, I don't know.
Do you know what year it was?
2006.
Did you see Adele Dazeem?
Maybe. I don't
Adele
know.
Dazeem opened the West End.
Maybe I did. I need to go back and find my programme because we've definitely got one somewhere.
Yes.
But I remember we watched Wicked and that was like the first show I'd seen. But it would have been weird if I got Sound of Music and then had never even really seen a full-blown musical.
Yeah.
And was in one.
Yeah.
But I got it the next year,
that's crazy.
so it was fine. I do remember seeing Legally Blonde in 2000 and whatever, and just being obsessed with Sheridan Smith.
Yeah.
And this was one of the soundtracks that I had on repeat. But what happens with me in soundtracks is like I listen to however long my journey is,
and then
which
you
is like
don't get
half
to
an
the
hour
end.
max when I'm younger. And I don't get to be on. So like Take It Like a Man, Bend and Snap, like some of these like Act 2 ones.
Don't sleep on Take It Like a Man.
I know. And I was like, I don't really know this one. That was the one in rehearsals. I was a bit like, oh. It was at the bottom of my list when I did that TikTok.
Yeah.
And now I Take It Like a Man's like working its way up.
Creeping. It's such a bop.
It is.
But if you could think about you like in that era where you had done shows as a child, was there, other than Sheridan Smith, was there, because that's obviously related to the show, was there anyone else?
Summer Strallen.
Really?
She was my Maria. And I remember learning about Summer Strallen and like the whole Strallen family. And so Summer was our Maria, and then our Uncle Max was BB's dad.
No way!
But BB's dad played Uncle Max, who's obviously related to Summer as well as Summer's actual uncle. They did a whole storyline for Summer where they put her into Hollyoaks. Do you remember this?
No.
She was in Hollyoaks, and her character in Hollyoaks, who was called like Summer Shaw, not Summer Strallen, Summer Shaw. And her character in Hollyoaks booked the role of Maria in The Sound of Music, and then obviously the actual Summer Strallen then did Sound of Music.
Oh my god!
No, they just don't do things like that anymore, do they?
Like the How Do You Solve a Problem Like Maria show with Connie Fisher.
Oh well, they did I Dreamed a Dream. Did you
True.
audition for that?
No. Did
Me
you?
neither.
No, I think
I
I
had
was in
FOMO.
Hong Kong. Which themes of the show resonate most with your own life?
Particularly when I'm on for Elle, it's the way that kind of everyone thinks that Elle is a certain way based on how she looks. And I don't know if maybe that's as much based on how I look, but how I am represented and how I come across on social media.
Yeah.
I think people expect a certain thing from me and expect me to like be a certain way in real life, and kind of having to face judgments from people. And I you know, especially as women, we all face these judgments, but I just feel like when I'm on for Elle, I really connect with that part where she's saying like, I think you want to know. I always cry.
Yeah,
like,
the first time you did
that,
I was like crying because you taught me how to fail. It was very like Hannah coming through at the end.
Yeah, you know, it's not lost on me that I feel so lucky to like be able to sing that every night and actually show that even if there are people in the audience that are like, oh god, like she got this job because she does TikTok. Or,
you're
like,
proving them wrong.
And it's like anyone who thinks that, like, thank you.
Yeah.
You know, and it actually really helps me change my mindset. And it's like actually the haters. Not that the haters would actually come to the theatre, because if you're a hater and you're buying a ticket to see me at the theatre, that sounds like you're a fan.
Especially on a Thursday matinee.
It sounds like you're a fan and not a hater, so I'll take it. It helps me really like change that mindset and think like, no, actually, like, no matter what people are saying, like, it's a gift for them to say that because I can then prove them wrong. Yeah. So it's lovely.
And also the friendship element of like Elle and her Delta Nu sisters.
Yeah.
I feel like we have, well, especially me and you, but we have like a sisterhood.
Yeah.
And
it's really lovely.
It's like bleeding into our life because the show is so like girly. It's girl power.
Yeah.
Lots of friendship elements keep popping up throughout the show. Vivian and Elle at the end.
I know.
Like,
I love that moment as well. The first moment I notice it is in Gay or European. Elle goes, but his lies could send an innocent woman to prison.
But if she's right.
And then Vivian goes, but if she's right, and it's like the first time that Vivian's actually, I think, switched and been like, actually, Elle could be right.
Yeah.
Up until that point, it's all been very like, me.
Yeah, very
and
true.
she goes, but if she's right, and then I'm like, oh, if I know I am, and I know I am. And
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
like
yeah.
that little like, oh, okay.
It's like,
Are
are you actually believing in me now?
Are you being nice to me now?
Yeah.
Anyway, that's my 2 pence.
Okay, I'll let you.
Mukbang.
Who in the cast inspires you most and why? No, don't say me.
Someone who I really look up to in the cast is Jocasta. I think she's
such a role model.
She's such a role model. She's got such a calming, positive, kind energy. And I feel like she's a very safe person.
Agree.
She's very honest.
Yeah.
You know, if I'd done something wrong, or if I was, you know, she would tell me to my, like, only a true dead best friend will give it to you straight. Like, she will give it to me straight. She will like, no, that's out of order. Guess the show. She has so much experience in this industry, and she's done it all. She's covered, she's played the principals, she's
done West End,
she's done tour, she's done regional, like she's done honestly everything. Her CV is crazy.
She's a great listener as well.
Yeah.
She also happens to be our resident director, which is like the best possible person that you could look up to, I guess. Yeah. So not only is she a role model, but she's also someone that we can go to if we have issues.
It's really important for the in-house resident dance captain to have that comfortability within the company.
Yeah.
Like, they need to be people that you feel safe around, and you can go to and speak to and feel supported by.
Definitely.
And, you know, it's not an easy job at all. And both Jocasta and Aaron as dance captain, there's a fine line when you're friends with people. You know, I'm really good friends with Jocasta and Aaron, but they are actually have a level of authority over us, and
Absolutely.
They have to be able to tell us what to do, and you know, they have to be able to put their foot down if things are wrong and stuff like that. So it's like a fine line between being friends with people and being able to assert any sort of, not power, but you know. And I think they both do an amazing job at that.
Yeah, absolutely. What's something audiences might not realise about putting on this show? This is a good example this week, for example. So this week, we have had to reduce all of our flies because we don't have any flies. We've had to reduce some of our big set pieces, and we have also had to do a costume cut. So, for example, my track, I think I have 6 or 5 costume changes in Act 1 alone, and this week I only have 2, which is vastly different, and it massively changes your show rhythm, and it just reduces your track completely because a lot of my track is changing costumes.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, the offstage track and the offstage stuff is just
so
as important and big as the actual show.
Yeah.
And I think, like, as an audience, they see the glitz and glam of the final product and they see it all, but like there are so many cogs turning, like it really takes a village. I think that's probably the biggest thing that the public people don't know, which is why we're trying to take TikTok to educate people. And that is what I've really loved about sharing content, is like being able to actually show people the ins and outs of the theatre industry. Because it's not something that they really teach you at school. And even if they do, they teach you about the onstage stuff because that's what the public see. But there are so many departments out back, you know, out back.
Like Lily in LX,
lighting,
she just does it rake every week.
Follow Lily Lights. Lighting, sound, wigs, wardrobe, stage management, company management, the in-house techies.
Band, of course.
Sorry, why did I forget the band? Don't hate me.
Every week, every Tuesday, we have local dressers in every venue. So Amy, our head of wardrobe, has to teach them some of the plots, and my plot and Aaron's plots and the Elle plot, for example, they've got a lot of changes. And sometimes I'll be like, I don't know where my change is because the wings are different depths or widths, and you just kind of like running around like a mad panic on that first day. So if you've come to see the show on a Tuesday evening, just know that everything we are doing is for the first time. It's kind of like watching an opening night. Well, it is. It's opening night of every venue.
And like, please know that backstage we'll go, oh, where's my... And then
we walk on stage like, in What You Want Part 2. How's this for a personal essay? Myself, Aaron, sometimes Elle, let's say, is only just getting on. The Aaron track for changes, crazy. Crazy.
MVP.
If your character had a social media account, what would they post? Let's talk about Margot.
Okay, I think Margot would just post like unhinged TikTok dances. Like Margot's whole account.
She's Addison Rae.
She's Addison Rae in 2020. And it's just like 5 TikTok dances a day. And like some of the videos are just like really mid, just not even like well rehearsed, not even like anything, just like little TikTok like things. And like Margot, she just doesn't care. She just post. I don't think she does like sit down, get ready with me's and stuff. And at this stage in her life, we don't ever pass. Is that weird? So I think Margot would be like an Addison Rae diva. and she would just be like, dance, dance, dance.
Yeah. And she'd like, on her grid on Instagram, she'd just drop like an inspirational quote.
Yeah. Yeah, she would. She'd repost all her friends' stuff because she's a girl's girl.
Yeah. How has being in this show changed you as a performer?
I've learned so much. I've learned so much. That's one of Elle's lines. Even just today, we had an intimacy call with a lovely lady called Rebecca, and like some of the stuff she was saying, I was like, isn't it such a blessing to be able to just like learn these things that we can then just take forwards into your career? I think I really struggled at the start of rehearsals, and we were obviously living together, and I would come home and be like, I can't do it. I cannot play Elle. And I think like a plethora of things, and obviously I was getting used to doing my regular track, my Margot track, and I think my brain was just like...
You love to self-sabotage,
I was self-sabotaging
and
like
your
crazy.
biggest, worst enemy sometimes.
Yeah, I can be really self-critical, and I just was like, I'm never going to be able to do it. I was really inspired by Amber in rehearsals, and like seeing how amazingly she like took on the script and made it her own. And I just remember thinking like, how am I going to do that? I'm never going to have this rehearsal time. You know, I'm never going to have like this experience of like learning it properly and
dissecting it
to that level. And I really think like it was amazing to watch as much as I possibly could in rehearsals, and just I was like this anytime Nicola, our director, was speaking. I was like, especially if he was talking to Amber, because I was like, please, like, I want to hear every little like tiny bit of information he could give, because I haven't worked directly with Nicola, and I have worked with obviously our associates who are amazing and our resident team, but I was just really trying to soak in everything, and that can be quite overwhelming. The main thing I've learned is that like I can do things, like, and I can do things even if they're hard. And I think like every I don't know, quite often things happen, and I'm really, even like when I do like a live podcast show, sometimes even like when I filmed like the episode of Carrie Hope Fletcher, who I love, I was so nervous for that.
But that's someone you admire.
I know, and I was like, little things like that I get really nervous for, and I need to just tell myself, you're going to be okay. Yeah. Like, even if you're nervous, you're going to be fine. I have learned that I can do hard things, and I work well under pressure.
You do. And you're excellent, and you are such a vision on stage and off.
Love you. So are you.
You work so hard.
Love
you. You work so hard. What has been your favourite venue so far?
Southend.
Really?
I feel like a bit selfish when I say Southend, because my favourite venue was Southend because I got like the full Elle experience. Yeah. So I didn't know I was gonna have the whole week as Elle, but I got my own dressing room, and I got to like do the get in, and I really got to like feel like I was settled into doing that. And Southend, I love being by the sea. I love being by the water, and yeah, it was just a gorgeous week. So yeah, Southend, but also York. York has been amazing as well. Like when the sun's out, I'm happy.
Changes everything.
It really does.
It's been beautiful.
I like there's a really nice river right here. There's a pub at the end of the road called Lowther.
Yeah.
So like it's a win-win.
It's like it was meant to be.
It really was.
Looking back, what would you tell your younger self at the start of your journey?
Ooh. To learn your audition songs as soon as you get them, and not the morning of your audition. Because
are you quite last minute?
I am last minute. I procrastinate so much.
Really?
Yeah. Like, if I had a song to learn that I didn't want to learn, or something,
I wouldn't expect that about you.
I know, I'm a quite type B, and everyone thinks I've got my life together, and I don't. I really don't.
But also, I think that is kind of a good thing, because surely it keeps it fresh.
Yeah.
Because you've not overthought it. You're just like, I've learned it.
Yes, but it makes it more stressful for me in the long run.
Okay, fine.
Because I'm stressing about it. Whereas actually, if, they sent the audition material and I had 3 days to learn it, just learn it gradually and you'll be fine. Yeah. Rather than the night before me being like, I've got a song to learn and I can't do it, and I don't even know what this show's about, and oh god, it's just stressful. Yeah. So if I could tell that to my younger self to stop
prepared,
procrastinating, and actually just be more prepared.
Because then I guess you go into the room with less nerves.
Yeah, but then I guess I wouldn't really want to change anything that's happened in my life, or how auditions have gone, because I feel like everything's happened for a reason. Yeah. Like if I'd have got, what else was I in for last year? I was in for Les Mis last year, for example. If I'd have got that, I wouldn't have done this. Yeah. Or if I, it's like, I don't know. I wouldn't want to change anything, but I would tell my younger self to, just maybe practice a little bit more.
Yeah. Finally, what do you hope audiences take away after seeing the show?
Well, I hope they leave with a smile on their face. I actually think it's impossible not to.
We love it. And I think that
it's
shows because lots of people who we see at stage door go, oh my God, you must be having the best time. And we're like, well, actually, yeah, we are. Like, we really do love this show and we are so lucky. That
no acting required there.
Yeah.
Well, maybe a little bit. On the rough days.
Yeah.
A bit of acting required to make it look like we're having fun.
Yeah.
Just to keep it real. But for the most part, it's pure joy.
Yeah.
So I really hope people leave feeling that as well. And I hope they leave inspired. I always think about like the young people who come to watch it, who are maybe like budding musical theatre performers, or maybe even people who are seeing a musical for the first time and being like, wow, what is this? I want to try this. And I didn't know
that was us.
Yeah, like I didn't know that this was possible to do as a job. So like I think about people like that a lot and think like I really hope they've left the show feeling inspired to like follow their dreams or do musical theatre or do what they want to do law, you know, like Elle was like any of that. And
it's for everyone, isn't it, this show? It's not like just for the girly girls.
Yeah, and it's got such a lovely message that I just think, hopefully, if you're not leaving the show wanting to do musical theatre or study law, that at least you're leaving the show thinking, I had such a good time, and the message of the show is, it's good to be kind to everyone and be not just a girl's girl, a boy's boy, or whatever.
Yeah.
But be a good person, because that always wins in the end, you know?
It's like in Mean Girls, isn't it? At the end of the show, they have the thing that says, be a good person.
Exactly.
And your motto is...
You should do this right now to Daisy's video. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and basically do anything as long as it's nice.
Thanks for watching.
Bye.